It is a humid day, I tell you that. It is humid and humid and humid. So should I talk? I don't know. My hair, my girly hair. And let's see, I did shave. She shaved. Yeah, but keeping the goatee. Remember when I was like, the first time I grew a beard was I was about 14 or 15. It just grew all of a sudden. I had a beard, so so it was just weird. All of a sudden, it just grows. And yeah, people always like, yeah, the beard. And people are like, you should just shave this and keep the goatee. So they always say that to me because they said it to me. They did not want to do it. So, but now I'm doing it. So it's like I don't know, because I look weird without the this area because it kind of makes the whole. You know what I mean? It does affect you the way your face looks when you don't have a mustache compared to what when you don't have a mustache. But you would think, well, you would be the same. You know, be like, well, okay, can you tell about a mustache and not be? This would still be the same. So I still look like that. But then this will be different, so it would affect the whole face. Just by this being different. Because you don't have the mustache. So this kind of just I don't know. But the beard and mustache bring more symmetry to the rest of it, so it seems like it works. Works for me, I guess. I think a lot of people, not everybody looks good in a beard. Some people don't. It doesn't work for some people. Because, I don't know, it just doesn't. It makes them look weird. Looks like that's kind of, someone says a mud on their face and just kind of there. But some people it works for them. So, I don't know. I think it works for me. So, that's why I have it. So, that's why but not that it's like not like I care about the way I look. It's just people look at you a certain way because of the way you look, and this bugs me when they gotta do that. So it's like just conform. Otherwise, they start staring at you or being weird. So it just affects you because you're like, it's like you can't control how people are. It's like you're the same person. They'll, but yet they'll treat you a certain way, based on the way you look. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't care the way I look, but then they do, and then you gotta be out around people, and then they stare at you or they treat you a certain way because of the way you look. So it's like all right, I'm just do it just to please them or whatever, because apparently I gotta please them. Gotta please society. Society wants you to look a certain way, so you gotta please them. Why? Because as they come at you with pitchforks and torches and all that jazz, because that's how they are, because they're bored and they apparently just can't leave you alone. And they have to, be a certain way. Yeah, especially in large groups. Like people in large groups are they ever right? It's like they're usually, doing something. You go, well, it's like people feel like they're stronger when they're in large groups. That's one thing. So it's like, well, I'm not. That's kind of thinking, well, I'm not that great alone. I need to have a big force of people. Then I'm actually something. And that kind of thinking is like, well, whatever happened to the individual, the power of the individual? You're no longer an individual. You're just a big mob of things, and you're showing power because you're a lot of people. That's not really true power, is it? No, it's just a bunch. That's just like an army coming. Yeah, it's like that. Is that an army? Is that a power? It's power, but it's not really. What you're seeking in society to have a mob of people. Like martial law or something. That's why it's just weird when people get in large groups and they go, "Ah, okay, let's go and do stuff. Oh, look at them all on the street march. Isn't that great?" That's why parades there. When people in large groups, it's like having a herd of buffalo. It's like they can stampede at any moment and just run you over and kill. Run. You know, that's what it is. It's just a ticking time bomb. And right, people, that's okay. Look at them all together. That is for a good cause. Look at them. And you see people in like France and doing all that doing this. It's like, why do you get the time to do it? I get it though. I get it like in the old days, like in the, and people were like very hungry and they had nothing to eat. You know, like in old Russia, like before, like when the Tsar was in power, those people were so hungry. And they really, that's why that revolution worked because those people weren't gonna give up. You know, now when you see people that they won't do a proper revolution because they have a lot to lose if they lose. You know, what I mean, it's like, but if you have nothing to lose, if you're just poor and you have nothing, no money, it's like then the revolution will go on. But it's like you got a house to go back to. It's like why would you want to jeopardize that? And you got a nice home and a car and nice food, and so those people don't do revolutions. They just kind of they like want to be revolutionaries, you know. Weekend revolutionaries. But then they always go back to the nice house. Like, that's I wrote a song about that kind of. It's called "So the People Say," and that's basically about that. And I wrote that when I was in high school, still about mob mentality. People want a certain thing, they think a certain way. You know, and people like believe them, think like the mob who were like who like crucified Jesus. You know, and they were like totally against Jesus and saying why were they against Jesus? What did Jesus do? But they hated him, and and the Pilate was like choose between Barabbas and Jesus, and they chose Barabbas. Like they choose a murderer over someone who's never done anything bad. You know, it was just kind of about peace and stuff. And that's like the way it is. That's how mobs are. They like crap and they make bad choices and they kind of just I don't know. It's yeah, it's just a weird thing. It's like yeah, mob mentality, herd behavior. Yeah, it's a crazy thing. And people are like, let's go around and do it, and get together and fix. And yeah,